Okay, it's Wednesday, January 4th. This is a pre-opening SPY report, about 2 hours to go before the open, but I think it's pretty clear what we're going to look for today. You can see here at the moment, the pre-market range between the blue lines is right inside of yesterday's bar. That ended up being sort of a down bar, but it ended up a little neutral looking, and it's in the middle of a big range that I've been talking about. So in the end, we still have to break out one way or the other. What we have now is a nice reference point, this purple line. That's the open of yesterday, which is the open of the new year, the open of the month, the open of the week. So, that's going to be pretty big in terms of a higher time frame continuity. If we can get above that, we're green and we're bullish. And if we stay below it, we'll stay bearish. There's a certain bearish tone in terms of, this downward move, which is consolidating, maybe another push down that we're talking about on the monthly chart. We have from last month, a red month that looks like it should test those lows, but you never know. So we're still a little biased to the downside, and kind of like yesterday, we opened, gapped up a little bit overnight. We tested it twice, and we're kind of slowly starting to move down now. The lower end of the range is down here. So what's interesting now is, let's just say we kind of hold and gap up a little bit. If we can get a nice strong 15-minute green bar above that blue line that's very close to the purple, then we look for follow through to kind of make it through that purple line. Again, it's not predicting that if we get an up move, it's going to definitely get there, but that's what the reference point we know needs to happen to have a strong directional move up there. Once that happens, it's confirmed that that opening move is likely for real, and then we look for the typical one push up, two pushes up. So again, none of this is predicting, but we know key levels, we know what we're looking for. Also, should we come up here to this blue line and fail, let's say we come up green, and we can't reach that line and then eventually take out the intraday lows, then we're likely coming down, back to the pre-market lows, and then maybe, kind of starting a move to try to break out of the downside of the range. Again, can't predict it, but we know kind of the reference going on here in this big range. Is again, it's tricky in the range in terms of we've been failing to the downside and popping up. The few times we've gone up, we've failed and come down. Now we're right in the middle. So, we just know that wherever we break out of there, we got to get the follow through, and that could eventually lead to a little bit of a bigger picture comfort in terms of where the market's probably going. For now, we're just inside. I would say on this weekly chart, we failed on the outside, the upward bar here, first day of the week. We came down to the midpoint of that bar. So we are kind of projecting down here, but it's really close if we really took out the midpoint. I mean, it looks like we did, but then we did bounce a little bit at the end of the day here. So we really want to see us come below the pre-market lows in order to confirm that that weekly chart is probably taking out last week's lows, and then there's a target right, the 2 weeks ago, very close to it. So if we can break below there, we're likely taking that out. So again, it's just like everything else, it's pretty clear. Oops, let me get rid of that. What we're looking for in terms of pre-market range, seeing if we can get strong follow through above or below the blue lines, one way or the other, and that'll guide us today as to what's developing. And again, big picture, I'm still, I'm still trying to see if we break out of this range or not, and I'm comfortable that there could be failures, at the open, and that could send us the opposite way, either up or down. So let's see what happens today.